Good morning and welcome to Trending Educational News on Here TV Africa. My name is Florence Eyilayomi and I will be your host for today, being the 12th week of our news bulletin right from the educational sector. Let's go straight into the highlights of the story. The first one before me says President Bola Tinubu has appointed Bishop Matthew Kukah, the Catholic Bishop of Sokoto Diocese, as the Pro-Chancellor and Chairman of the Governing Council of the newly established Federal University of Applied Science, Kacha in Kaduna State. Number two says the federal government to establish CNG, that is the compressed natural gas conversion center refueling station in 20 federal tertiary institutions. While number three says Jamb accuses Tertiary Institution of admitting students with fake A-level results. That's serious. Number four says Nel Fund raises alarm over fake student loan portal. And the fifth one for our headline today, we have Sanwo-Olu unveils new blocks of classrooms in Ikorodu. Today I have with me our in-house analyst Charles, whom will be dissecting the news together today, the headlines, alongside my very self. So stay tuned, we'll be right back.
Abafab College of Innovation and Content Creation offers 6 months and 12 months training into content creating, internet radio, sound engineering and music production, film and video editing, and OAP and cinematography. For more detail chat 080231295999.
Welcome back. It's still educational trending news on Here TV Africa. Charles is here already with us to dissect today's headlines. Charles, you're welcome.
Yeah, thank you very much for having me, Florence. Good morning.
Good morning.
I'm glad to be here.
Thank you. So the first headline says President Bola Tinubu has appointed Bishop Matthew Kukah, the Catholic bishop, as the new Pro-Chancellor and the Chairman of the Governing Council of the newly established Federal University of Applied Science, Kacha rather, in Kaduna State. You know, this was barely after 33 days ago that the directive came from President Bola Ahmed Tinubu that the federal government took over the North University and it was converted to a federal university, I think maybe to enhance applied education,
Okay.
so to say, or science
Yeah.
in Nigeria. About this, I was just wondering, why is the appointment coming now, especially to the bishop? What do you think?
Well, to answer the question on why it's coming now, honestly, I believe only the president knows why it's actually coming at this point in time. It
Okay.
might seem coincidental, it might seem like maybe there is more to it than just a normal appointment to somebody who is worthy. I can't really answer that question on why it's coming now. But
Okay.
personally, many people have reactions. Should he have
Exactly.
taken the position? Because
Or
definitely they did
not?
not force it on him. You
Exactly.
understand? He had to make the conscious choice to say, okay, I accept. So personally, I don't believe he should have. That's my opinion. That's my
Mm.
stance because I feel he might compromise
Exactly.
himself.
That was supposed to be
Yeah,
that was supposed to be the next question I would ask you.
yeah.
Do you think the capacity given to him now would not have any influence on his decision making or saying anything that is contrary to the government?
I believe it will. Definitely, 100%. It's
Because he's
must.
human, right?
It's human. So if he's a bishop, as they say, a Christian, and if he holds firm to his belief, there might be some decisions that he may not agree
Mm,
with. So will he be able to speak? Will he still have that freedom of expression,
mm,
or will he be held down by this position and this
mm.
title which has been given to him? Only time is left for us to see.
Okay, some people even said that it's a means of trying to silence him. Do you think it's true?
It's a conspiracy theory for
There
now.
was a time he said the people are not getting the right government that they need.
Yeah.
So now he's being given the post. Will he still come some other time? At least now that he's in office. Maybe when he's finally in office, so to say. that the people are not getting the right government that they need.
Well, when you put it that way now, it might seem like truly, there might be something more to it. This is
Hmm.
just our speculation from AirTV here.
Okay.
You understand? So, well, as I said, the only time will tell. Let's find out if he will, support his mandate of saying the government people are not
Stands
getting
for the
good,
truth.
yeah, good
Hmm.
governance, and maybe be better.
All right. Thank you,
Yeah.
Charles. Thanks
Okay.
for that. So the second one says that the federal government established a CNG, the compressed natural gas, a conversion center, and a refueling station in 20 federal tertiary institutions. Wow, that's a lot.
It is.
So the federal government, in collaboration with the Midstream and Downstream Gas Infrastructure Fund and Farmer Deck Energy, is launching an initiative to set up a compressed natural gas. This refueling station is going to be across 20 federal tertiary institutions nationwide,
Okay.
and the aim is to reduce the cost of transportation for students and lecturers while promoting energy solution to energy as well. What do you think about this? Is
The
this initiative realistic, or it's another, let me say, a deceptive move?
uh, the initiative for this, putting of the CNG conversion center and filling centers in universities, the aim, as you mentioned, you said, is to reduce the cost of transportation
Yes,
for
for lecturers
lecturers
and
and
students.
students. Though I'm trying to wrap my head around how that would reduce the cost of living. I mean, by the fuel being sold there, is the price of fuel coming down? The CNG, is it
Hmm.
cheaper? Because I believe not every vehicle has, I think that's gas engine, or CNG is natural gas.
I was even thinking, how do they plan to achieve this?
Well, the initiative from, honestly, I don't know for them, because the CNG, you need to have CNG buses available. You
Hmm.
understand, that makes use of the CNG. It's not, and if they mention filling centers, maybe if they use sell normal
There will be,
PMS, which
okay.
is normal petrol, which we know, maybe it's also available. But even if these are available, how is this going to help or
Hmm.
reduce? They have not really said. They have stated their aim. It
Yes, of
sounds
course.
wonderful. It sounds
Yes.
nice and helpful to the universities, the students, and perhaps the vicinity areas around them. But
Okay.
we are yet to see how they plan to achieve this. And I
Someone
believe,
actually asked me that. Are you sure this is an initiative or deception?
with the kind of government we have
We have.
nowadays, we hear A, we see B. Let's
Oh,
be honest.
all right.
So as I said, let's see if they can achieve their aim.
So
Once it's
we can't
built and
tell
installed,
if it's going to be a dream come true
well,
or forever long for it.
let's pray it's a dream come true this time.
Okay, thank you very
Yeah.
much, Charles. So we'll go to the next one. It
Right.
says Jamb accuses tertiary institution of admitting students with fake A-level results.
That's a
What
very
do you think
serious.
about this?
That's a serious accusation. You understand? For Jam to come out and say, "Oh, some institutions are admitting people unlawfully, illegally, according to, I believe, the Educational Act and whatever." I mean, it's appalling, and it's sad, because education is supposed to improve the knowledge, the learning ability of everybody coming in. That's why we go from primary to secondary to tertiary. But most importantly, it is based on merit.
Hmm,
When you want to get something, you work for it, you
exactly.
take the exams, you pass, you
Yeah,
go.
yes.
If you do not pass, you retake the exam. And that's how I got into school. That's how I believe almost everybody should get into school. So for we to have this case whereby a university, or perhaps multiple universities, are taking in people, lowering their standard, even at A level, which was mentioned, I mean, it's a very sad thing, honestly, in our educational sector.
And to think that 2 years back, JAMB inaugurated Nigerian Integrated Post-Secondary School Education Data System, NITED.
Okay.
And having this narrative, what has this NITED been doing? I think the tertiary institutions, they have to go through NITED, that is to confirm. and be sure that this A levels results they are well verified. So now that we are having this story, does it mean the error is coming from the NIPED or the school themselves?
Well, I believe in this case the error should be from the school, because if NIPED is functioning and has been,
Has been
sorting
on for
out
2 years now.
exactly,
Yes.
sorting out people that are coming in. Okay, yes, this person result is legit. The results are concrete and true. Then the university should be going through NIPED for all these
To
validate
the
their incoming
results.
students and the result of the students. So if it has been working for 2 years, all of a sudden we are hearing that one school, accepted so many people,
A lot,
a
a
lot
whole lot.
without up to the standard results, the necessary results required. I mean, that means either
They are being charged to the court.
exactly, that means definitely they skipped a step somewhere, they skipped the process somewhere to maybe attain a particular, for whatever reason. I won't make excuses for them.
Okay.
So whatever reason they did it for, I believe they should be answerable to the law
So
for what they
tertiary
did.
institution can do better
Definitely,
by
100%.
validating results.
Definitely.
All right, that's a good one. Thank you.
Yeah.
So we'll move to the next one. That's NEL Fund, the Nigeria Education Loan Fund, raises alarm over fake portal. And I was just thinking, how could this have happened?
Well, we live in a very digital focused age.
Hmm.
I'm not surprised that there are fake sites. I mean, there are fake sites for almost everything,
But
in
the
case you do not
security
know.
ought to be very strong because it has to do with the government.
Exactly. I mean, you're seeing everything. You and I are seeing it now. The government that has the highest resources, highest manpower, highest
Exactly.
everything should not be complaining about this as far as I'm concerned. We should not be hearing that a site as sensitive as what gives out loans
People's
and holds
information.
people's informations with database has been compromised. I mean, where do we go from here? Are our information safe with the government or is it not? We should, like, seriously, we should not be hearing something like this. It's very bad for the Nigerian security sector, both on digital matters and whatever.
Well, to me, I just feel like they could have put in place the kind of data security that would help them not to, I don't know, that they won't be people won't be able to penetrate into the
Yeah,
portal. you know so to me, I feel like probably it could be an inside work,
there's a
or
possibility.
what do
Yes.
you think?
When it comes to data security, the use of firewalls, I'm not really a cybersecurity person, but I know little about it. So I know definitely there are firewalls and there are hackers. They have hackers everywhere
Okay,
today, and they would always look for means to make money, which
of
is to steal
course.
people information, steal
Mm-hmm.
people details, and use it for whatever plan they have.
Of course.
So I believe more should have been invested to protecting the
The
informations of
information.
Nigerian citizens. At least with the government, we shouldn't be hearing this from the government of all people. I mean, it's a very serious breach of trust and security, honestly.
Okay, thank you. I belong to one platform and I had a particular student going as far as asking, the nail fund, does it mean that the government will be paying for our school fees? So I was like, so somebody just answered and said you have been scammed, because he said someone reached out to him that he made registration on the nail fund portal and this that, and that he gave every details, every information about him to them right on the portal, and someone just said you have been scammed. I've been scammed. It is
That's
well with
very,
us.
it's well,
In Nigeria, that's just the right word.
honestly.
All right. Last one I have here says that Sanwo-Olu, our own governor in Lagos State, unveils new blocks of classrooms in Ikorodu, to be precise,
Wow.
around Ibeshe, that's Keme Balogun. What do you think about this?
I believe that's a wonderful one by the governor.
Of course,
Of
I'm
course,
expecting you to say that. Our governor has
definitely.
been wonderful.
Yeah, yeah, and the focus and the support he has given to education, it's wonderful.
Yes,
Once
yes.
more,
Leave
we
it to
see
him.
again, building these new classrooms for the students, and I believe the students will be very happy.
Of course, they
And I
will.
can imagine the joy on their face once they
And
come
imagine
in and
some people that would not want to go to school. Now they have new classrooms.
exactly, and then it will draw their attention and really keep their attention in school to make them love what they learn. You understand? So that's
That's
good.
true.
Also, I would like to add, and this would be to the staff, the school board, to maintain the said facilities,
All right.
because it's wonderful to have something, but the real
Keep
work,
and maintain.
that's where it is. That's where the
Exactly.
real work is. So kudos to Governor Sanwo-Olu, for what he did.
Okay.
And
Governor Sanwo-Olu, we are saying thank you
yeah,
from our studio as well. I think I know that school very well, Kemi Balogun. That road used to be very pathetic, but now the road is beautiful. Thanks. So that was awesome. Thank you,
yeah.
Charles, for your contribution. Finally, we've come to the end of today's news bulletin on Here TV Africa. Thanks for staying with us to the very end. Don't forget to like, share, and comment. Please subscribe to our YouTube channel so that you will get notified whenever we drop any other video. Thank you. I remain your humble host, Florence Eyilayomi. See you next time, same station. Bye.